Be that as it may, if anything comes from a Supreme Court judge, even obiter dicta, is extremely important and must be respected and must be taken more seriously. That's no doubt about that. But it doesn't lie in the mouth of the BJP leadership to say, take the Supreme Court seriously. Because I don't see them taking Supreme Court seriously on anything which goes against them. Now, in the Delhi case itself, in the structure of Delhi government, the Supreme Court gave a judgment, and they've ignored that judgment and went forward and brought about an ordinance, etc. So, for them to say that this is because of the Supreme Court, I don't take that matter very seriously. Secondly, it's been said by the Prime Minister. Now, the Prime Minister has a constitutional position. He may have an opinion, but he should have kept his opinion to himself, because the commission, the Law Commission, has sought people's opinions and people's responses. Now, if you've already declared that this is what we will do, then what are people giving their responses for? And the Honourable Chairman of the Law Commission apparently has also given a statement saying that this needs to be done. Now, why is he seeking opinions if he's already decided what should be done? I think that's it's something to be very concerned about, that you take a call on something where you've already made your mind clear that this is what we are going to do. Now, that's their understanding of democracy. Then, lastly, to call it a debate, frankly, I think is not very fair, because a debate happens between points of view. Now, this is just flagging something they want to do. But on what basis they want to do it, how they want to do it, mentioning Article 24 is not enough. Article 24 provides for a uniform civil code, but it also provides that the government will try, the state will try to bring about uniform civil code. But there's Article 25 also, that people have a right to religious practices, people have a right to follow their religion. So will 44 override 25 completely? Now, this is something the Supreme Court has to decide. And till it's decided, you can't simply say the Supreme Court wants us to do it, so we are doing it. So I think it's taking shortcuts and taking some path for convenience because it serves what you want to do is not something that one expects of people who are in high office. I'm quite clear about that. So I don't think this is a debate. The debate would have required a clarification of what they intend to do, what is the basis on which they want to do it, including 44, but how do they overcome 25, and what would be the consequences of what they are hoping to do, and what will its be consequences not on Muslims alone, but on the tribals, on Hindus of different sects, on Christians, on Jains, on Buddhists, on Sikhs, on everybody, so that everybody has a chance to respond. Why should they say that somebody is trying to mislead Muslims alone? Because I think it's unfair for the Muslims to be misled if somebody is misleading them. But the very statement that has been made seems to be indicative of a desire that Muslims be misled. I don't think Muslims need to be misled. They should take it on merit. Let everybody have a view, and the Muslims can give their view as well when it comes to them.
But sir, your party is saying that it's a divisive politics done by the BJP and the Prime Minister, because they are raising it, the questions on the timing, because Prime Minister also talked about the Triple Talat and Pasmanda Muslims, situations of Pasmanda Muslims, Triple Talat.
Yeah.
So how do you see the whole situation and timing? You doubt about it. You have any doubt on this?
Well, I can only think of one word. And that word starts with H, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Pasmanda Muslims, they made such a noise when we gave 4% reservations to backward Muslims. And that matter is lying in the Supreme Court. They made a huge noise about it, and insisted on getting a stay stay against that. Now, if they are supportive of Pasmanda Muslims, then they should go to the Supreme Court and tell them that we are in favor of Pasmanda Muslims, 4% reservations, and give it to them. There are very good legal arguments in jurisprudence to support that view. But we see nothing of that. Then they talk about Triple Talaq, hypocrisy again, because who believes in Triple Talaq? Who believes in Triple Talaq? No, nowhere in the world, according to them, nowhere in the world, Islamic world, is there Triple Talaq. Of course there isn't, because there is no place for Triple Talaq in Islam. There are two exceptions, two historical exceptions that can be explained, but there are, and those two in the times of the closest associates of the Prophet. But none other. There is no provision of Triple Talaq at all, and they don't understand. Two Supreme Court judges who were part of the majority that took the decision on Triple Talaq, two Supreme Court judges simply clearly said that there is no place for Triple Talaq in Islam. There is place for Talaq, but no place for Triple Talaq. That's very clear. Now, why does the Prime Minister or anybody else in his party have to keep repeating this? If there is no Triple Talaq, then why should anybody saying Triple Talaq matter? It doesn't matter. It has no legal value whatsoever. Certainly no spiritual value. So why are they bringing it out? Why are they have created a law to punish people who utter the word Triple Talaq, etc.? So I think that's again a very, very serious form of hypocrisy. The third thing is that they have a view about how our society should be made to function or should be guided, etc., etc. That's their point of view. They can raise that point of view at any time. But interesting that it's been 9 years and they've suddenly woken up to this after 9 years. They were very busy, I guess, and therefore now that they have nothing else to do, they've raised this issue. Now, I don't really want to go into the timing and the fact that this is being said for an election time, making it an election issue, etc. We have no fear. They raised the issue of God Hanuman in Karnataka, right? Not because there was no respect for Lord Hanuman. Everybody respects Lord Hanuman, just not Hindus alone, non-BJP Hindus as well. But everybody respects Lord Ram, Lord Hanuman. Everybody does. And that's why we took it boldly and bravely and finally see what happened in the elections. That BJP lost the elections, and I feel ashamed and I feel deeply distressed and I feel hurt that Lord Ram's name or Bhagwan Hanuman's name was brought into an election. We can't fight gods of any community, any religion. We can't fight gods. Gods are above us. They can't become part of a democratic process about winning and losing elections. They never are to lose. They are above all of us. So we are not afraid. They want to raise some issue, let them bring that issue. We have the confidence that we will be able to respond to that issue in a manner in which the people of India will support us.
But sir, what should be the way right now about the UCC? If the Congress would have been in power, you said when you were talking about the 21st Law Commission, and now the head of the Law Commission is saying that the UCC should be implemented. So what should be the way as a lawyer, and if the Congress comes in power in 2024, what will be the way regarding UCC?
I can't go into details about what positions and articulations my party will take appropriately. Of course, we will all be asked to advise, and we will advise. But what is the position that we will take? That will be the formal stated position before the people of India, including in the time of elections, will come in due course when the party considers it and the party reflects upon it. Today, I can only simply say that we empathize with the 21st Law Commission, which said the country is not ready for this and does not need this at this time. They said so, and they said so after consulting with large number of people and organizations across religions and across communities, etc. And we today support that and stand by it. If any other formulation becomes necessary, our party will reflect upon it and make that formulation.